Well, I'm Ashton and I'm a senior at Collinsville High School, and I'm one of the 3 that goes there. Well, when I first started going to church, I didn't really think about it too much, but then my sister really started getting involved and getting active in it, and so I'm like, well, might as well give altar a try, and I ended up loving it, and I ended up really connecting with all the people there, and it was really easy just to fit in. And then I went on my first mission trip to Philadelphia, and that's a place where I really heard God's voice and heard what He had for me, and I met so many cool people and so many really interesting people that I would have never talked to. And I knew it was going to be a trip where you had to go and talk to people who are just, you have to initiate conversation, and that's not something that I'm very good at. It's not something that I've ever been good at, and it's something that I try to have to work for. And so it really pushed me beyond my comfort zone. And I talked to homeless people, and we gave out food, and it really did show me that I have a very compassionate heart, and my heart goes out to a lot of people, and sometimes it's a little overbearing, but sometimes it's nice to know that you can emphasize with people. Something that really kept me going in my faith was going to Costa Rica, and just going to be able to just talk to people. Again, I knew the trip was, we're going door to door to sell Bibles to give Bibles to everybody, and I was very hesitant at first, and it was hard for me to go up to people and to just be like, here's a free Bible, let me tell you about the Lord. And it not only did it test my abilities to talk to other people, but it tested my my scripture knowledge, and it tested my faith by telling people what I believe and what I think is truth and what is truth. And it was cool just meeting people, and I met this one lady, her name's Eliodora, and she was bedridden and she was so sick, and it broke my heart just seeing how much her husband loved her and how much he couldn't do for her because they didn't have the money to get medicine, they didn't have the resources. And I got to pray for her, I got to pray for her husband, and she held my hand through the whole time. And it's awesome to have an experience where it just it clicks, it clicks in your head that this is who I'm supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And so I know I've been through struggles, I've been through people telling me that I'm no good, telling me that I can't do that, but I can, I can do that. After that, I really did start getting into my faith and looking into it a lot more than I had before. And it was cool because that's when I really got close to one of my good friends, Amber, and she's really influenced me a lot in my faith, and she's pushed me beyond my comfort zones. And I've had the luck of getting a lot of awesome people in my life, like my sister, who is just someone who I look up to so much, and I love her so much. And she's the reason why I'm going to church, and she's the reason why I have a faith. And it's so awesome just having someone that you know that you can go talk to. Even though that I've had all these people, I've still struggled with my faith. I've still struggled with keeping up with reading His gospel and reading the Word, and just really connecting with Him every day. And I mean, when I don't have Him, I feel empty, and I'm like, why do I feel empty? And why do I feel like I don't have purpose? And then I get back into His Word, or I get back into just doing things like going to altar. It's just something that just fills me up. And I've been told before that at school, I've been called names, I've been called heartless, I've been ridiculed, and I let that get me down. And then Aaron gave a talk, or someone gave a talk about how if you are being called out, and if you are being just ridiculed and being called names, then you're doing your job. You're doing your job as a Christian. And that, I guess, that really just gave me hope, and just knowing that I'm doing something right at school, I'm doing something right for my friends and just everybody that I'm around. And it's awesome, and I love it.